Hello, welcome to Sue Rogers Unedited. I am Sue Rogers. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I realized, so when did I talk about going caffeine free? I don't know. What we're getting at here, I've been caffeine free for over a week. Years ago, I stopped drinking coffee because for me, the battle was with all the heartburn issues I was having and working on healing my gut. It was either quit coffee or quit red wine. And I decided that coffee was going to lose that battle. Not that I'm a hardcore alcoholic, but technically the definition of an alcoholic or alcoholism, if I can talk right, is drinking to the point of getting drunk. Now, I remember learning that definition in college during all my nutrition classes and thinking, well, every college student by that definition is an alcoholic then. Because everyone in college was drinking to get drunk. You weren't just having like a shot of tequila because you enjoyed the taste of it, because it was probably really cheap tequila. So by definition, if you're drinking to get drunk, even like buzzed, right? Because if buzz driving is drunk driving, then your buzz is probably also, borderline beginning stages of intoxication. Then technically, it's a lot of people who are alcoholics that don't know it. Now, if you literally are having I think the recommendation for females is one a day, or not even like, it really even shouldn't be daily from my understanding. And I think it's only two technically for males, biological males, because our bodies process them different. But the definitions, right? So anyways, my point here is, actually next month in October, I will be doing Sober October and completely having no alcohol for the entire month. Generally, if I drink these days, it will be a glass of wine or a cocktail, maybe Friday, Saturday, sometimes Thursday, nothing major. I've really alcoholism runs deep on both sides. No, both sides of my children's family. Hardcore on the one side of mine. The other side, I don't think so, but the one side, it is rampant. For my children, they've got it from both sides now. And one thing my mom was always very honest with me about was pointing out the fact of, this is what is. Please be aware of it and know for yourself that you have this coming from this side of the family. So I was very cognizant of it always. More so now, the older I get, the less I want to drink. But coffee I quit years ago. And then as I realized how many things are actually technically drugs, stimulants, depressants, whatever it may be, things that alter your state of mind, caffeine is also one of them. So I didn't even start drinking coffee until college, and really not even daily until after having kids. And I was always just the one cup of coffee a day. But by the time my two kids were both in the million activities that they were in before stupid COVID happened, sometimes I would have like 2 or 3 a day, but by that third one, it wouldn't even do anything. And I would crash immediately after and not really even necessarily feel like I had energy. I would just drink it and still feel neutral and then just tank from low energy. So I thought, well, this isn't even worth it. If I'm drinking 3 things of coffee a day and the third one isn't doing jack shit, then why am I even drinking this coffee? There has to be a better way. So I switched what I was drinking. I got rid of the coffee and replaced it with green tea. So fizz, and it had some B vitamins and chromium, potassium, some naturally energy boosting elements, things that the body actually naturally uses for energy, not caffeine. Like your body isn't caffeine deficient. Your body doesn't really need caffeine. It is a stimulant. It is a drug. Sugar is a drug. Alcohol is a drug. They're legal, but they're drugs. So finally, this just a week and a half ago, maybe only like 8 days ago, probably 8 days ago now, I gave up caffeine. The first 24 hours after, like I woke up feeling okay, but by noon, I was not okay. I had the caffeine withdrawal headache. And I'm not even going to say that I was tired from the lack of caffeine, because last week, you guys, I was tired in my soul. I couldn't talk about Cole not being here from moving him into college without crying, because I missed him so much. I can talk about it this week now, but like, I love him, my firstborn. You raise them to be amazing human beings and go out and do wonderful things in their life, but then you have to let them go do it. And it's hard. Like, nobody talks to you as a mom about that until like right before it happens. Like, there's no prep. I don't remember any prep work, but just like when you bring home a newborn, there's no real prep work for it until you just do it. That should be a podcast topic for another time. Just the mom's support going through that time of life. But the caffeine. So last week I was tired emotionally. I was tired mentally. My body didn't really feel tired physically. It was more like my soul was tired, because it went through a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings, and I feel everything very deeply. So that made me tired to my soul. My body did not physically feel tired, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, oh well, just moving on. So this week, I'm feeling great. It's like I've never even needed the caffeine. I would wager, knock on wood, to say I feel better now without it. What? And I didn't completely, I didn't have to replace the habit. So since I had slowly, got rid of coffee, but I was still drinking tea in the morning with the fizz that had the caffeine. So now I'm drinking the fizz that doesn't have the caffeine with my tea. So it's just tea. So I'm still drinking my warm, soothing, because it's just a warm cup. Drinking that with my tea that has no caffeine, and the fizz that has no caffeine. Just has B vitamins, which naturally boost the body's energy. And B vitamins are things that we potentially are deficient in to begin with. Weird side note. If you do consume too many B vitamins, it can turn your urine kind of like a neon green color. But that's also a sign that your body's letting you know, we don't need all of those, which is good. That means your body actually has enough of them. And then it just releases everything out that you don't need. But neon green urine is a surprise that some people aren't expecting when consuming too many B vitamins. So keep that in mind if that's something that you switch to. But I'm feeling good, you guys. Like, I should have stopped the full-on caffeine a long time ago. You don't need it. Really, you don't. If you feel like, I do, I need it, I have to have it, you don't. And maybe you're too scared to quit, because yeah, there are withdrawals, but if there's withdrawal symptoms, doesn't that also inform you that you're putting a drug in your body that it doesn't need? Because when you stop and you have those withdrawal symptoms, because your body's like fiending for it, and then you get off of it, and then your body's like, oh yeah, we don't really need that shit. It feels so much better afterwards, if that makes sense. So the coffee is gone. The caffeine is gone. Just drinking tea. which in general, tea, all the herbs and teas, as long as you're not drinking tea from a tea bag that's bleached and chemically extra garbage in it, you got to find the right kind of tea from a trusted source. Loose leaf tea is even better. I have lots of recommendations for really great tea and stuff that you just buy on the internet from reputable sources, and it's what I drink. And then you're actually putting herbs that your body uses and actually needs back into it. And herbs, if you guys did not know, adaptogens is a fancy schmancy word for herbs. And herbs, being adaptogens, actually lower your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. And that stress hormone directly is connected to excess belly fat because your body is trying to protect itself and your internal organs. It's an old school physiological response that is supposed to be there, but we have too much bullshit stress in our lives, and then we accumulate too much belly fat. Herbs naturally lower your cortisol and stress levels and help with that belly fat, and wonderful things when you actually consume herbs, plants, things that are naturally found on this earth and not processed packaged garbage. All right. Before I keep going on more of a tangent, I mostly just wanted to give you that update. I'm not even going to continue posting or talking much about, I was going to go 30 days of no caffeine, but I'm pretty sure that now that I'm off, I'm just off and it's going to continue. I don't think at the end of my 30 days, I want to go back. I think I'm just going to keep going caffeine free. Unless for some reason I accidentally drink something that I am not aware has caffeine in it. I am off of it now and I'm feeling fantastic. And I hope whatever it is that you've got going on, you're feeling fantastic too. If not, please, 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 please get a hold of me. If you guys don't know, I do gut health coaching. I work with clients one-on-one to help guide you to figure out what it is your body actually needs so that you can feel amazing. I feel better now at age 42 than I did in probably my entire 20s and my 30s. Like, it's amazing when you put the things in your body that it actually needs to help it heal itself, that it will heal itself. It's a very cool thing. All right. If you do want to reach out to me, www.balancedaylife.com or Instagram at balancedaylife, Facebook at balancedaylife. And I believe on these platforms, you can also leave comments. YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, like, subscribe, share, comment. And thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys.